Hotel thank you, particularly to UNDP, to the Chinese government, Seawata, Orange, Africell, One Mobile, and all the other family with the support we in one way or the other. Follow we do this every week. Today we get two major issues for can discuss now. On my right, we can talk about persons with disability and waiting the happen now na the sector. Melrose Community, when a strong pillar, we don't they push for transform the sector and for bring sanity for advance the sector in the country. I also please for congratulate and welcome the newly approved Chief Commissioner, National Commission for Persons with Disability, Mr. Brahima Abdullahi Sharif. I see members of that sector here for commend them. Mr. Sharif, na man we don't be chairman of the Human Rights Commission. Me and two we work together. That's in the himself na be activist. He come with a fine record of outstanding accomplishment. We make His Excellency President Bio appoint him for this prestigious position. We also get on my left another major issue where camp and fish, marine. The minister, we don't make that sector, they don't get life. We don't bring amazing accomplishments. And now he don't launch and they about for start the implementation of one of the most, I think, impactful projects that we don't see in the sector in the history of this country, the Black Johnson Fish Harbor Project, the Honorable Princess Dugba. We're glad if, and as well, the Acting Director of Fisheries and Marine Resources, Mr. Sheku Say. So, as usual, before I begin asking questions, let's just give a very brief update on some of the things that we happened since we last met now. Number one, continue for deliver on the manifesto commitment. We will come on a bond districts. We know say President Bio been promised. Say that bridge, he go make him. Years and years, you know, I will talk to my mama. Oh, mama been they go for go fend me papa in Fambulem. They talk about the challenges we they face for cross that water. President Bio, last week we go there, Namatru, and we witnessed the historic opening of that bridge there as part of the Feed Salon initiative. I think when I all don't see that reports there, when I don't see that news there. I also want for provide an update. Say the Minister of Finance bingo sign an agreement na China for secure a $300 million US investment for cover mining, construction, transportation network, and beneficiation facility for the Tonkolili North Iron Ore deposits. This done in the news. We also don't see how. We don't put out a simple press release. We don't make it clear that that property they don't be claimed. Government alone, cabinets and parliaments approve them, and government they go ahead for negotiate with major international partners and for can bring benefit for the people of this country. So the minister go China and don't sign the agreements, the $300 million as part of President Bill in work we do for the people of this country. President Bill don't receive the first edition of the Statute Salon, where they reaffirm in commitments to young people. The new Minister for Youth Affairs Bingo presents the status of youth reports to His Excellency, and he bingo with the development partner them. This go help we forget data on how we engage youth issues in this country going forward. So we want to commend also I think the outgoing minister Mohamed Oman Bangura and start this process. The development partners are always join, and the new minister will take unto the finish line and they don't present unto His Excellency. The government of Salone don't sign a 3-year country partnership framework agreement with a value at $260 million with the OPEC Fund for International Development. This again at the Minister of Finance been signed on behalf of the government and people of Salone. President Bio, they continue to attract international support. The 2025 focus reports don't project a positive economic growth of Salone. It say inside this year, while most of the economies in the world they continue to shrink and struggle, the economy in Salone they grow at 4.4%. And next year it will grow even more, projected at 4.8%. And this growth will be driven by services, expansion in the mining and agriculture sectors. As I talked the other day, all the growth here now because we get peace, and because we get stability, and because of President Bio in leadership, because of his vision. So that now just a brief highlight of all the news them we happened since we last meet. Now yeah, I've also just mentioned, see, just now we come out Bintumani, my colleagues them. His Excellency the President just launched a $180 million project for address water and sanitation and hygiene issues for the people of this country. First in its history, this project, these are funds provided by the World Bank to the people of Salone or address systematic issues on access to water. This is not breaking news. It just happened. I've been getting the privilege for chair other events day, and I hope say UNICEF go report on that other major initiative the way President Bill don't do again. I've been saying if you phone get sound, you know I hear the sound there, and then in a Chinese sound I just hear you so there. The first topic now leadership for persons with disability within the install. But Madam Minister, I can like when I get a minister here, for last starts by asking you, within now the state of the social welfare sector. Give me a brief overview of USAI we did, and then you can mention persons with disabilities and with your vision, what you don't do. Would you give 7 minutes? Let's just set the scene for us so you go provide updates and accountability to the people of Salone. Over to you, Madam Melrose Kaminti.
Thank you very much. And Fambu Una Ado, and also listeners. And I want to thank the Minister of Information and Civic Education for we make we all the so. And I also extend me to my colleague, Fisheries, and a young director, and then me new chairman for the commission. Well, the Social Welfare Ministry, like we know, na ministry down the way, na Alma ministry. Because when I say welfare, we all know within a welfare of everybody, but most especially the vulnerable. The vulnerable, it can be the aged, that are the older people. It can be the younger people, especially those in difficult circumstances like currently they fight the drug and substance abuse. It can also extend to families where they're in difficult circumstances. Small picking them, where we know there's a few challenges, where some of them parent and they at loggerheads, then picking and they're very important to we, and we they help for address the issues because we they deal with child maintenance, child custody, and other issues around children, including violence against children. We also get migrant issues, people them where they returning migrants, some of them voluntary, some of them they are deported and therefore come back, all done they under the ministry, including trafficking, when another big issue. These are all vulnerable issues, of course, with the disability, where all they under the ministry. So it's a huge ministry with big responsibility, and therefore we not get small work at all. And we don't dey try, given the very difficult economic outlook where ministries like that, you really get for show leadership in a way that you go able attract resources, you go able attract the best brains for can support so that you go able deliver for the people of this country. I mean, they tell somebody the other day, I say, gone are those days. The people of Salon no want Boku talk. What they want to see is results. What they want to see is performance. They want for they see results. How you they able as a minister or as a leader in that place there, how you they able for transform lives. Now that the people they want for see. And now that we don't they do. As I say, in the midst of waiting they go around the world, we're not a Salon challenge no more. But yet, within that same spectrum, now they would operate. We don't try, when you camp, for example, the youths, we know about the drug and substance abuse issues. And we, now the first ministry, we run with them. In terms of opening a rehab center, the first one at Salon, where Salon no ever get rehab center. We don't try, we open down in our Hastings, and some of them don't they follow that story as to how we they do the rehabilitation and reintegration for get them back. And most of them youths then, yeah, are sad for telling us, say they are dropouts from universities and schools, some mandal situations, even getting results, but not able to go because of the influence of drugs. So these are things we have been following up. And of course, we work with the national architecture where the president puts in place. We get the task force on drug and substance abuse, and we get the coordinator when a Professor Fodesa. Now they coordinate 5 pillars, and we in a social welfare, we in a pillar 4. We in a pillar 4 on rehabilitation and reintegration. We get the other pillar there. When Minister Gwenaya one head of one pillar, we're in on information about the issue and how it go able for let the public understand. You know, we get community, when as local government and the councils. There will also get Ministry of Health, where there's a very, very key in the drug and substance, I mean the how they call themselves? How you call that? Jaya Kaikai in Drug Law, NDLA, Drug Law Enforcement Agency, yes. National Drug Law Enforcement Agency, then SEF done day in the fight. So we buckle around this fight. Of course, now interagency, interministerial, we all get for day for work together. So this has been going well. Even recently, we be operating a Freetown, but we don't open a bow. I just commanded over the weekend, also will go discharge about 50 young man them when now will they reintegrate. But two of them go interest you for no say that Najala College, some they even Frobe College Naya, but they are going back to college now because the Ministry of Education, higher education, and even basic education, then they in it because they have been supporting in terms of reintegrating them back for let them go back na school or go back na college because we don't have to lose our youths. Me and you know say if we lose with youth, we have lost Sierra Leone. Not so, because now they are the leaders what they look up to. So this is I'm very passionate about this, and other leaders, they come together. Even the Minister of Youth, the new minister, he is very passionate about it. So we are looking forward for continue this engagement so that at least we will save we youth them by God in power in this country. Coming to, let's say, disability. The issues of disability are very important issue because we compatriate the way they live with disability. These are people who are vulnerable. So if me and you vulnerable, then you're not double vulnerable. So we get to make sure say we cater for them. The issues have been at the center of my heart. The one that why don't they deal with, they will testify that. I don't they all over them, I don't they support them, and even very recently I've been there in New York. USA I go secure a $990 million, when now almost $1 million for can support the economic empowerment. That project say with a launch this Friday. And I know say Boku persons with disability then go day because this they try for see how we able help them with the training centers. We get different training centers across the country where dilapidated. We need for make sure say we redo them one and day and get with persons because what you want discouraged now for really the way they scatter on the street. This money is nowhere near for able to solve that problem, but it's a step that we can take. We also get with people then at Panemba Road where we don't always they get reports say we for pull them there because of security issues. This one now place would they make for them back
Madam Minister,
in
now
this
it's time
funds.
than this.
Yes,
That
for
sound
pull
way
them,
you're in at the
1
time.
minute.
We'll
For
give her
pull
1
them
more
yonder
minute.
so
Yes.
that we're able to get them there. So recently in the commission, we don't able to forget a new chairman, where this chairman here so he they up to the tax and I believe say he go can support me for deliver for the persons with disability. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The Honorable Minister of Social Welfare, the Iron Lady in CSF. People will know say this minister is passionate, he believe in action, and he believe in delivery. And a privilege for me for serve next to him. Mr. Brahma Abdullah Sharif, you now being chair of the Human Rights Commission. It don't please His Excellency for appoints you as the new Chief Commissioner for the National Commission for Persons with Disabilities. You get exemplary track record. Me know you personally, I can vouch for that because I don't work with you. You standing in the community, I think it's well known. I listen to the debates where parliaments then look at you. You get overwhelming support from parliamentarians them and then praise the work we don't do over the years. But you the kind of a sector, frankly, we still get challenges. What we want to let you do is to speak to people with disabilities that's alone and explain what's in your vision. How you deliver President Bio in vision for a radically inclusive society. Waiting and what you they prioritize and how you go bring the whole sector and the people with disabilities together for support the minister for advance this goal. You get 5 minutes.
Thank you very much. Make I use this opportunity for appreciate His Excellency the President for the appointment and tell him plenty thank you, and also make this commitment say in the middle of Udatabi as Brahma Sharif, human rights will always be the thing what they do. And of course the new paradigm shift in addressing disability issues na the right-based approach. So they come with a strategy what I call pride. I want to bring back pride na the disability community. And the pride stand for my policy engagements. I want to look at the Disability Act. I already don't start a conversation with the Attorney General and the Minister of Social Welfare. I want to bring within the TRC recommendation, talk about 5% representation, but I also want to look at the tripartite committee, they also talk about electoral reforms. So I did look at that. For the 30% where President Biogi the woman, they tell them plenty, thank you. And my strategy very simple. I go for engage with the owners of the 30%. Say when I get 30%, the only thing I want to give me 30% per one, 30% for me women with disability. That's how I want to move my process. So for policy, that is what I want to really look at. The I inside my strategy now inclusion. I don't want sympathy for persons with disability. I want people they at the center of the conversation. I keep saying disability issues, not to charity issues, now development and human rights issues. So therefore they at the center. Persons with disability for take the center stage. I want to see that. And that will be a critical issue what I really want to look at. The R, now resilience. You don't give what you don't have. Fortunately, NAMI developed the current strategic plan of the National Commission for Persons with Disability. Goal 2, talk about an efficient and effective organization. How you go do that day? So I go conduct a capacity gap assessment for look at what we get as an institution. Why make we know the deliver? And what you need for do for deliver. Interestingly, in our parliament, then tell me say the money that they give to the Disability Commission is small. I know, because I work as chairman of the Human Rights Commission and I provide a lot of support to the National Commission for Persons with Disability. But one of the things I go do now that I go move this strategy from an ordinary paper to a detailed implementation plan. If you don't get plan, you don't go budget your plan. If you don't budget your plan, you don't go ask for resources. So I use this for go in for resources. The D really stand for the dignity of persons with disability. I've been there in McKinney, and I get the opportunity for visit Poplar. But walking around the streets of Freetown, walking around the streets of Sierra Leone, one of the things we really glaringly did, that's the present conditions for persons with disability. We can't, as a nation, continue for sedenting in it. So we want to come back for build the dignity of persons with disability. How? Through the last letter in the Pride on Empowerment. I just don't listen to the minister with the Indian UN Fund. Of course, I don't get some briefing around that, and I work towards that. But I just don't get discussion with the Directorate of Science, Technology, and Innovation. Then gets a plan for train 1,000 persons with disability. So all of this conversation, they be part of what I want to do. So what I want to do, I want to establish credibility for the National Commission for Persons with Disability. Let we be an institution of choice where people they want to work with. I want to make sure, say, we conduct institutional readiness and reform assessment. I want to make sure, say, we build with strategy and alliance around partners who could help with for those you want to do. I want to advance legislative reform. And then I want to launch high impact and quick win activities, things where we really want to do. You know, at the end of everything, few things in the way we talk. Now, nothing for us without us. Not discuss anything we will not be at the center of the table. We want to use the pride value for push persons with disability, rooted in policy issues, resilience, inclusion, dignity, and empowerment. But I want to use data for make sure say I drive me advocacy conviction. I want to know, the last census say we got about 1.3% people with disability. But that data is not correct, so we could go for engage statistics for help we forget all of them things. This is my drive, and this I want to do, and I want to count everybody. I also know say small disagreements there in the disability community. I already don't start engagement with the veterans on disability. I don't talk with the different partners because we need to be prepared, we need to be ready for get peace for long move forward. We don't continue for day like this. Let us not get that old adage about we being violent, we not organized. We want to be organized, and we'll push this one as part of the things we really want to do. Thank you very much.
Wow. We President Bio the pick. The pass a big pick. The picking team. Sometimes you wonder how they see, but you know, you go to do your own thing. If you say deep and do it in a corner, President Bill gets eyes and ears everywhere. Some of we not been there near government to be in our corner. He look ping, he say can be Minister of Information. Same thing he don't do for this man. So listen, policy, resilience, inclusion, dignity, and empowerment. This is the pride area for people with disabilities. Madam, Mr. Chief Commissioner, President Bio, na talk and do. Now you don't talk, we go for count you back now for can lay report on which you don't do. Because now the most important thing than for this sector. The bar care about persons with disabilities, you don't support, you don't show, say, they always ask the questions, and I like the challenge the way you don't present. Very data you have for create that framework there. So congratulations once again, and we wish you well. Now we can turn to Black Johnson Fish Harbor project. Now, before they ask the minister for talk, I'll say things about Fish Harbor project. We work with the minister or get some of the facts. I want to say them. Then I will get a just provide context. Thank you. So number one, the Black Johnson Fish Harbor project, we don't the reports. As I say, now actually one of the best things that we don't happen for this country, and really can happen for a long time, especially when it comes to the fishing sector. Not to Chinese governments would they give we harbor. In fact, the Chinese government then give the government of Salone a grant. Not a loan. A grant, we mean say it belongs to you, the people of Salone. 55 million United States dollars are the value down there of the project. With the Chinese government, they give the people of Salone. So not to, you know, get no financial for say, oh, now loan we picking and get for pay for. So it's good projects owned completely by the government of Salone. Strategic infrastructure, fish markets, quality control lab, plenty other innovative aspect than they can tell you. It get the potential by one estimate for increased national revenue in just one area by over 59 million US dollars on an annual basis every year. So it's a big thing for the people of this country. They don't work on this for years. This is not part of an international obligation. Where you are a member of the community of states there, you sign certain agreements. You say, well, if you didn't at the coast, you need to forget a harbor where you go able to get ship, then they come, you able to take full advantage of the blessing we will get. When a green, white, and blue, the blue represents the harbor, but will not be one they get anyway for maximize the resources that we God give you. It's taken His Excellency President Julius Madabio, and it's taken a dynamic minister for finally can deliver. And inshallah, before this year starts, this multi-million-dollar transformative projects will go change people their life there. That community will go bring resources to people, will go bring more fish. When a part of it alone go be done. I decided to say that because I want to set this and set the stage. Because sometimes you listen to the social media commentary, you go lose perspective on the importance of this really big project for the people of Salone. So, Madam Minister, I want to congratulate you for, leadership. You go for stay the cause. You go hear the noise here and there, but you focus. So, a project don't start from 2030. Begin look for who side go be suitable. It took President Bio 2018, 2019. For now, begin secure the agreement. Put Minister Day. For now, we'll get to the stage we're already. For implement, projects is signed, $55 million, the April follow bill and infrastructure, we will suppose forget. So I come to you now, Madam Princess Duba, Minister, for let you give you a context, provide additional context, why this important, what's in this mean for this sector, and waiting you particularly look up to. With the Council Minister say when the technical man, we can go into some additional details on some of the issues they open on raise, compensation and things like that. I want to left down the game, Mr. Say, Madam Minister, let you talk about the overall vision for this and which you look forward to. You say you need 5 minutes, so you can take the 5. Thank you.
Good afternoon, my people them. The one there with the dinner host, the one there with the watch winner, the offices them, members of the 4th Estate, my colleague minister, the Minister of Information, my dear sister, when I know the Minister of Social Welfare, the Commissioner for Disability, my own staff, when I know the Acting Director of Fisheries. I tell you all I do. And I'm glad you are there, and Mrs. F glad you are there today, because the subject we will talk about, na Black Johnson, the fish harbor. The fish harbor is starts with His Excellency Brigadier General retired Julius Maada Bio. He go to China. He meets with Xi Jinping. Xi Jinping say he go get 55 million. And you know where you get a forwarding, somebody with progressive leader, when His Excellency, he asks for the fish harbor. So the president na China say he go get $55 million. So he come at that time, they may not be did it, and my predecessor be did it, Honorable Emakowa. So he talked to Ram about this project here. The project started. But the project go to now install. One of the reasons we install them, they say the Chinese, they say, because we don't, other people, they don't ask for money, so they will cut that money to half. And the fish harbor say, where they go do now, just a small one. So when I come, before I cancel, before I did in Parliament asked me about fish harbor. I say, oh my days, I don't know about fish harbor. But as I go, that will be my priority. So I talk to the staff, the technical people there, and they tell me the same thing. I say, no. I say, for the mere fact, say, this project, it go through Parliament. Parliament endorse am on the 55 million US dollar, not so for half money. Me president, he talk about this fisher, but say the president na China, he don't get 55 million for local and do for letting can construct a fisher ball. It shows say what thing me president don't talk, what thing the Chinese president don't talk, and parliament don't agree on na 55 million. So we they go talk now to the Chinese ambassador and see say this money where they don't talk say, then go give it, then go give it. And luckily we'll go meet the Chinese ambassador na Coimbra. Now he say not true. He say I go talk to me people then. Instead he negotiate, he talk for we. Now they call we one day, they tell we say, well, the original plan, the fisher but will forget, it is in place now, then they give you the 55 million. So from that day, they wait and talk down day. Every week I did at the embassy, making sure that what they don't talk, it happen. So one day Nana I call, we say, look, we can sign an implementation agreement for sure say this project here, it come in place. So we sign that agreement, but still again, the team be still is slow. Now I tell and say, I say no. I say, His Excellency, he talk about this year, and we want let it done inside in your term of office. You know, go finally it happen after 3 years or 4 years. We know one day. So now the ambassador self talks well. This now is in your legacy, not to His Excellency no more. It's they work with we. So we go through that and they finally now they talk where the contractor they come. And to be candid, the contractors they are here. They don't go see the ambassador. They don't come our ministry. They don't talk to we say we don't come for law can start this project here. But before they start the project, we want let the government of Sierra Leone let them self get a responsibility. We know they cannot more give 55 million. When are the Chinese they hold that money? That money they not in our ministry. The $55 million is still there at the Chinese they hand. Now they use for do their own side. So they tell we say they say we need for provide access road. The government of Sierra Leone need for provide access road, electricity, and then it need for make sure say water dey at the place. So all of them days there, they go back and forth for make sure say water dey. I don't talk to finance. Una need for give your counterpart funding so that them projects there where them people they say for do before September they done. With them for start the project, one for startup, and to be candid. All the stakeholders then they on board, everybody they go SLRA don't go, don't begin they map out two side and go do the roads them, what water resources don't go. Luckily we get big river na that Black Johnson area they use that water they for let them go work with. The same with electricity. So everybody they on board. The moment to get the money from finance, we go able to start this project here. I really want to let people they know say this project here it don't come it come for stay. Because the problem is even when people they begin they build, they be feel say you know the work. Because they don't tell una say that land na state land. And if na state land, una no need for building. But yet still people then go ahead. Now that make we do the demolition. If we not be do the demolition, the Chinese they know they come. Even they storm the whole left. They so for clear the whole place before then they start. So by the 30th of September, the Chinese then they start in earnest. Even before that, they don't begin to do their makeshift places. Who side they get for day, who side they go put their goods them, so that at least this project here it will continue. But I want for giving the assurance say this project here a day here for stay. And then I just want for tell when I say Friday would they try for launch the export with fish and fishery products na China. So for the first time na Sierra Leone, the portal don't open not for one person. Anybody who doing paperwork, where you go through that portal, you're able now for let you go export you fish na China and where you they export na zero tariff. So they encourage all fishermen them, let them come at the ministry if they are interested for let go able for make let them able for begin for export them fish. So this program here now on Friday at 11 na Bintumani na the Chinese then they do. Thank you very much, sir.
Not to swear been there. Yeah, and not been this whole this country. A President Bill don't come, he don't change some big things. Fish, he go and now I talk today, he said they say they travel. If you not been go, he go ask the Chinese president, who know they get $155 million for fisher, but if you be still now they clap, they will go say back and not do something. So he's done it. The minister don't show say this is not a product of personal dedication and the commitment for say President Bio in word not for further not go on. Mr. Say, you are the technical man. I want to give you 7 minutes. Let you help we for understand the technical aspects. But then technical aspect, I don't listen to you, Sabidi stay too much. So they are present them for the layman, lay people them. Me granny in a village, me go understand what's in a fish harbor, what's in fish harbor they do, what to do with these projects, how we deal with the people who been get land. You can just give me the highlights because we'll get some follow-up question about they come with. But give people in the technical details, let we understand what's in the minister don't set for we. We get 7 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you, Minister of Fisheries, my boss, dynamic Minister of Fisheries. We don't help we for reach Musa day. Fish Harbor, as we Honorable Minister of Information don't say, Fish Harbor na a fishing port, just like we talk about Deepwater Key. Queen Elizabeth the second key, or some man can just say water key within a client town. Water key na harbor. It's a key. It get boku name. Na a key na a port na harbor. But fish harbor na that harbor we town like water key, we in dedicated specifically in for just fish business. Now that then dedicate and for. Now in a fish harbor. The fish harbor get 2 parts. You get the seafront, which is applicable to any harbor, just like Wataki. You get the seafront, which side the ship that they can't tin up. In this case, now which side the trawler, then they can't bath. Now at the seafront. But before you get that seafront, they with the trawler, they can't tin up. Some of we don't go Wataki. You go find out for say them big ship they can't tin up. So full then tin up. You know they see that they dance so or some man they for done. Well, now engineering now make that happen. Now the engineering then they do what they call breakwater system. Now a part of the fish harbor. That breakwater system now they break down the energy of the waves. You know say water get wave, it get strength. So that energy now in the breakwater they break. So the fish harbor they get the breakwater system where they break the energy of the sea for let the boat then go able for canting up so full where they know they dance boku. Then they get the slipway. The slipway na lekusa una sidon so. Person ki waka na ya, go yanda, ikayanda. Na like road, the road where then at the fish harbor, when at the most of the activity they take place, na in at the slipway. Where you go get them truck then, some man they carry with container, they want for packed fish for send and China, like who don't get the Chinese certification where the Honorable Minister don't tell you now. Some man go come, even for maintenance the trawler, for maintenance, we trawler they na see where the fishing. Then get something there where they sit down under them, where they call biofouling organisms, where some man can call them barnacles. Then barnacles and they sit down and ship themselves. Now I make it hear some man say, hey, I they go do dry docking. Now you get the Holland shipyard. Now one normal again as alone, where they ship down heavy. Because then thing there where they sit down under the ship, it is heavy. You're not able to move fast. So if they go fishing self, if the trawler they go fishing, you don't see boku barracuda. Where the barracuda then they move inside school. The school of fish now boku fish where they together where they feed by themselves, the size all are the same. So if you know if the trawler don't move fast for catch them, the fish then they go. So now I make them maintenance the trawler for clean under and put them barnacle for their light. So the fish harbor they get the synchro lift. Where now the one where they maintenance the boat where just they pull the trawler inside the water. Full. You count, you turn up one, then walk panam. That synchro lift now the sea front in the day where you know they get they far from the sea. So it is part of them. So when government of Australia they acquire the land na Black Johnson, where for the fish harbor, it consider identity I don't tell you now. In fact say we get forget the sea front, we then get for the maintenance the vessels, it consider say we get the slipway. So that area then they all the people that we been there, like the Tito Lodge, the Yankai Resort, they're not going for sit down. They just stand like you go Ataki, you say Padre Allah can that go they sit down and ask more. Where they don't come with them, the cranes they don't come for take them container. They go for down a year. They go for down a year. They're not going to pass. The truck they're not going to pass. So now that not the thing. So the land area cover the land side when at the land area when at they then room then get for the blast freezers. Where you hear where the minister they say some people then can they if now one fisherman they for can export fish China Before they export fish, you get forget factory. When a processing factory, when a day you go keep the fish, for let the fish day where you get frozen and all that. So now that area, they now make the land cover some people then landing. And now the foreshore, when I before where it's 150 feet from the high water mark, where the water can go up, we measure 150 feet before the beach. That side in a government get them by default. Any river body. Some man been there at this foreshore, so they no qualify for let them compensate them. But if at the time they do the fish harbor process, with Ministry of Lands and the Law Officers Department be the do, if they been come, government na kumbra, some people then they will be in a foreshore where they compensate. Now, the benefits of the fish harbor is enormous. As I talk to now, we get past 24 trawler then, big trawler then. Some of una no ever see it. Boku Saloma no see tuna boat. Then a tuna then the cage. One tuna we then call the skipjack tuna, for example. It a big pass me, what up? It a tall pass me. One grain fish then can sell up to 50,000 United States dollars. One fish. Then fish then they na water boku one. So then trawler then hold the license, then tuna boat they're not able for come. Na saloon for can offload then catch. We don't talk say then for offload some catch now we then go sell and I will market when I buy catch we not to tuna. But they're not able for come because we not get a harbor when we go able to take them big boat there. Now what a kingdom will get. So we need to get fish harbor for let them trawler then they come. If they come, we will get more money, we will generate more revenue. In fact, one benefit where the fish harbor get is that we go able for monitor them trawler they will give license. The one they will go fishing. In fact, now we get for can start that license system we call quota management. Quota management, the fish they left now water, we sell them. If you get company, we tell you say, okay, this year we give you 10,000 tons for let you catch. You go catch shrimps, barracuda, guanguan, all chinos, all the kind of fish they will tell you how much for catch for the year. So where we don't give them kind quota then they for monitor them. We will get a fish harbor, we go able for monitor them very easily. In fact, we want for pilot them. By the time the harbor project is start, with the pilot will begin strive for put modalities in place for see how we go able for implement the quota management. If we implement quota management system, what would the license we fish based on how much fish people in the cage. At the moment, now how the trawler big, now so then they give you license. Some trawler they give government $60,000 for 1 whole year. We go fishing inside 1 week, you don't get. So if we get that fish harbor day, we get the quota management system, we're able to get $59 million US every year where they go now government consolidated revenue. Every year we go generate $59 million US. Now we just get around $10 million. That's now one of the most important benefits of the harbor.
The technical Mr. Sheku say, the man sabi the details of this sector. You don't master them. You don't today na free civic education you don't get. But what me want to say for close that part today na that the fish harbor really na a project of national pride. A project, a Salon project. You know, we get a country where God bless. With the rights na the coast, we don't get no ability over the years. Nobody knows say offend the money law. Construct a major harbor where we make sure say big fish, big trawler in the cam, and pack here and sell to we low benefits, low get the money we supposed to forget for years. All man they can't know what's no more take it go. But now for the first time, that blue within our national flag, President Bill, they make the kind investments for low gets the true benefits of this. For increased national revenue alone in one area. We're not talking about employment with the happen yonder. We're not talking about nutrition benefits. We're not talking about the other industry that we get for grow because you get a fish harbor. Hotels, because where the boats, the ship then they come, they're going to need site for stay. People are going to need all the tourism yonder, they benefits everybody. So this is a project where you are able to talk about not think short term. I'll think about within His Excellency don't do for the people of this country. Now, today, we get plenty online questions and come. 42 questions and then submit. I think that's one of the highest we don't get for with this year starts. So I get one commitment here, they ask all questions. So today, I get for do them in a different way. I can't summarize the question. The good news is the questions are always available online. You they see the question just like I see at the slide. So you know the cheats. But I also want to make clear the essence of the platform not to let somebody abuse them. Can't go there, begin tell we what, ask the question. We go address the questions. That's what we do. And then if you want green, because by the way, we didn't see the back end. One green person sent 20 something questions. We made the people like say go. So it is okay. It is well. That person they will tell and thank you for your interest. This is not democracy. With the answer, will they give you summary responses? Because I can tell you what's in question and range around. So let's try for when I go listen, when I all four, when I take some notes. Me na the official government spokesman, so I will respond to some and then I'll give now. Question in there around deaf people them na salon, say people that we get deaf disability, say what make you know make them. You see why you know appoint them. Why you know want to appoint deaf president in a salon, this not for you. Then say so plenty question come around transparency. New chief commissioner. Some people they even challenge the law. Plenty question they always say, "Usa we pull la law de na illegal appointment." But I can't do. A question I be look forward for a response to that question, and I mean say the answer. So they ask whether the 55 million in project will provide jobs and skills, especially for people with disabilities. So I think a good question anyway combine the two topics. This na we get Dumbuya ask what to make them not forget training center for people that live with disability. Madam Minister, I think you get way for response to this. Peter Sidiki Bla, now one of the people that we send plenty question. He say whether the project, okay, now he ask about job, ask about national planning, when disability groups and go hold elections, maybe new chief commissioner, you will talk about that. You talk about inclusive deaf federation, if you go work with them, if government will support them. And also some question about leadership, now the institution and they. I think generally we just comment about how they structured and they and how they work. Then this anonymous person will send the 20-something question. Plenty, as I say, Madam Minister, they ask you about, they make allegations about parliamentary summons, ACC, how they work together, which grounds we use, why they pull the last commissioner, we now we brother, we be in at this position, we it don't please His Excellency. Now, like for let me ask now, if they pull me, God forbid, tomorrow. Then I begin ask, how come? Why they pull you? The law na this country, we don't know the law. Na saloya we don't dey. If in VP, Supreme Court say VP, not so. No matter the act, the VP, the Supreme Court say if he pleases the power, it dey pull up. Which no more this power na straight power, it dey follow the law. You know, mix by UK. So that question, all the question any on that issue there, I go refer the person to the Constitution and the Supreme Court ruling on the Samsumana case. And then the people and representative don't talk. Parliament. And that's how our democracy works. Presidents don't appoint based on the recommendation of the minister as provided for by the Act. Parliament don't approve. This man is the substantive chief commissioner. The rest now, if person gets a legitimate issue, this is a democracy. You can file case in the courts. Or you go social media. But now. And keep company with it, on social media, okay, they keep company. But you can go to courts, the courts could tell you what I already tell you. So I go advise maybe like keep your money. At the end of the day, like how the chief commissioner say, this is a sector we will not want for really, not to the point of this for dismiss people, but now for say we get law, that the law will they follow. So I also want to make clear, say on this question of ACC summons here and there, I don't talk to the anti-corruption commissioner. We make clear, say, they not get no basis, no substantive basis for get any issue with the distinguished Minister of Social Welfare with the doing work. So it's clear. In fact, then they investigate different issues within the commission where you don't cancel, but you know, again, that's for do with you or the minister, you get for do. But again, in this country, by the law, there's presumption of innocence until the investigation is complete. So I don't want for spoil anybody in reputation, and I don't want to let them do the same to any of the distinguished members who will get on this panel. So you're very clear on that. And then this person get plenty question about whether we know the law, waiting the law say, waiting the law say, waiting the law say. Whether you think say for step aside, no, nothing say the minister for step aside. The minister they do a terrific job. For let the person know that. Then the person asked me back, he say, waiting make me not be invite the previous chief commissioner Naya. Why now this man first I don't invite Naya? I want to make it clear, say, in this position, this is not the people in position. We they invite based on the topical issues. We don't host a whole set of town halls and conversations about people with disability. We don't work with all man. It just happens that this time there's a new leadership that the minister in turn for come, and the minister bring come somebody we get a big work for do at the sector for address the issue. So we're not getting nothing personal against anybody. We want to let people understand that. Madam Minister, you get a question. Whose measures and name place for protect homeowners na Black Johnson? And then the others, as I say again, a lot of accusations we don't address already. I think question, Commissioner, how you go bring these together? You don't mention them, but you say, you know, say in a controversial term this. Then some of the questions are frankly a little petty, and they ask about people in personal terms. Again, I want for advice as civic education minister for way to use the platform, do them for in a respectful and dignified way, so that we all go move forward. Madam Minister, landowners that will be missed the claims deadline automatically, they don't lose their rights to compensation, and if not get ways then for consider them people in there. So anyway, as I said, the question number today, I tell the people and thank you we ask, because the point of the platform now follow get more and more questions. We also get text line, by the way, 818. You can send Orange, AfriCell, and QCell on 818. Now free, you know, they cost you nothing. Send your question within a year for answer. So what would you do? Madam Minister, would you give you 3 minutes? Because then question, as I say, questions of, you know, I don't already provide the framework for them questioning, so you just take 2 to 3 minutes, and then the Chief Commissioner could just say a few words as well. Yes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Minister, for doing due diligence, because some of the questions, as you self don't say, I'm glad the way they tell we now say you able for do some investigation. For example, the thing about ACC. I don't have a day in ACC net. So I'm glad the way you don't clear who that really gets ACC issue. But you know, the people of Sierra Leone, as I've been begin, then really they look forward for that leadership. We go bring can the change. We go bring can transformation. For far too long, it don't be too much routine business. People want to see new things now. And me own leadership, me na person when a team player. I like for put people there around me where they deliver. If you not deliver and you take to social media, you get boku explanation, there is no work plan, there is no direction, and there are integrity issues, it not go tell well. Because you see, very soon, Mr. Minister, you go agree with me, say we go sign a performance contract back with the president. And the ministries, the ministers, solely responsible for that performance contract. And when they say ministry,